Releasing fantasy life. We all done it. We rather live in our fantasy than here in the here and now and in the truth. Maybe it's because you don't want to accept your marriage is actually over, or that job isn't a good fit anymore, or your parents getting older. It is so normal to want to just disappear into a fantasy life where everything is okay. But the problem is, it isn't okay, and problems will just multiply, making your life worse and worse until you fall back into the truth with a huge thud. So, because of that, if you notice that you're staying into a fantasy life, this is the video for you. This is about stepping out of that and embracing the truth, finding your own power, and getting the support you need to actually make the changes that are necessary. If you haven't done any of these True Unity videos before, you can check out True Unity Explained. So we all done it. We all decided to just hide ourselves into a fantasy. Doesn't matter what it is about, it matters that we do not want to be pulled out from that. And if you've seen one of your friends or family members stuck in a fantasy, you will also notice that it's impossible to get them out. They will tell you that their partner is lovely while you see marks on their arms. They will say nothing's wrong with their child when they're not talking at 3 years old. But it is so vital that we step into the truth and recognize that when somebody else is not ready to face the truth, they won't. But we are here and now, and we are actually facing up to the truth. So the first thing to do is to step into our truth. I step into the truth. And you might notice some problems with your jaws, some frustration, because the truth isn't as happy as your fantasy life. You might also notice that your responsibility for what is yours and what isn't is coming back on to your shoulders. Just gently breathe in and out and just embrace the truth. And then when you're comfortable, it's time for the next step. So one of the reasons we stay in the fantasy is because we feel we do not have the power to make the changes. It just feels too big, too overwhelming. So it's better to close our eyes to the truth. But we do have that power. So the next step is to step into your power. I step into my power. You might start notice a positive flow, a feeling of joy, of strength, feeling how you're standing on your own 2 feet in a much better way. Just breathe in and out so you reconnect with your power and you understand that you can make those changes. And then you might even make your fantasy come true. And the last and final step is that we need to embrace that there's help and support. Because even if we're pulling our own power with us, it is still very hard sometimes to make the changes. And it's good to know we do not have to do it on our own. So embracing the support that you need is very important. So that is the final step for today. I step into my support. And just allow yourself to be carried, to feel that release and relaxation in your body, and knowing that you will be helped creating what needs to be created in your life. You can ask help from friends, from family, from heaven, universe, higher power, whatever you're comfortable with, and of course from me. If you feel that you need some help getting back to reality, don't hesitate to ask me for a free intake. And remember, if you feel like you're not completely free, just do the steps again until you feel completely free and clear.